Happy Underoath Day, everyone! Underoath is finally back after essentially a 5-year hiatus since they last toured or did anything, and 10 years since they last released an album with Aaron Gillespie, their original drummer. They are back right now with a new track and a new album, and it's pretty much a mixed bag, but I'm just so happy to see them back that I'm extremely hyped for this. The track that they released, the single, is called On My Teeth, which is kind of a weird title for it, but it's a heavily charged, energetic, electronically driven track that sounds like Underoath. I mean, it seems like they never really skipped a beat. I would say definitely fits in more with the era of Define the Great Line. Mostly, it doesn't kind of have that sludginess or that weirdness that Lost in the Sounds of Separation did. It doesn't really have that kind of more experimental sound that Disambiguation did. However, on this track, there's a few things of note that are a little bit concerning to me, but definitely nothing that's too much to worry about or too bad. Overall, I definitely did like this track. I think it's great to hear them back again. Again, it's very energetic. It's definitely has that passion and that energy that we expected from the band. Now, that said, there's a extreme lack of Aaron Gillespie on this track, which is kind of odd that they chose this to be representative of the album and to kind of be their big comeback, because while he is there doing the backing vocals, it's not as strong. There's not that duality that we got from previous albums, which is one of the things that made the band so strong in the first place, was kind of the back and forth between Spencer Chamberlain doing the unclean vocals and even a bit of clean vocals on the albums, and then Aaron Gillespie coming in with the clean vocals, with the more kind of catchy choruses and just the back and forth in general. And well, Spencer Chamberlain definitely kind of has always done that, taken full charge a lot of the time, especially with Define the Great Line and especially with Lost in the Sounds of Separation, and then completely with absolutely completely with Disambiguation after Aaron left. There was always that kind of element there with the two vocalists going back and forth. Again, that was kind of missing in Disambiguation, where it was just Spencer Chamberlain kind of doing his thing. Now, that's not to say that Spencer Chamberlain is bad or anything like that. I think he's a fantastic singer. I think that he does a very good job going back and forth and just kind of slipping seamlessly between the clean and unclean vocals, which is not something that a lot of vocalists can really do, but he's definitely come a long way since they kind of began, or since he was introduced to Underoath with the album They're Only Chasing Safety. But again, it's more that missing element. It's more the fact that they went back and forth, enhanced each other. The dual vocalist thing didn't seem like a gimmick for Underoath or in any way, shape, or form, and it's kind of a little bit disappointing to not hear it as strongly as I would have kind of hoped for or expected on this track. Now, that said, this is just a single. This is just a track. It is the one they chose to, again, be the first one they released after essentially a decade without Aaron Gillespie, but I'm definitely hoping to hear more. I'm hoping to kind of hear that that vocal mix with the two vocalists there. Now, besides the vocals, I mean, this is pure Underoath. I mean, we get that kind of chaotic, mathy guitar riff driving throughout, the kind of the clean polish that they've always had. It is a little bit straightforward to me. It feels more like a Linkin Park song in a lot of ways, with the heavy electronic work. It's something I like about the song. I think it does kind of give it a bit of an edge to it. But one of the things I've always kind of been drawn to for Underoath has always been their kind of experimentation that they've done in their non-linear strong song structure. But it's definitely something. You know, again, it's hard to say really anything about it. The fact that this is just one track, it's, you know, not much to go on. And it is an excellent song. I please don't misread what I'm saying, that I think this is not good. I think it's a fantastic song. I think that it's good to hear them back, and it sounds like Underoath. In the end, it sounds like an Underoath song. It doesn't sound like, you know, anything different. It doesn't sound like they've gone wildly off track here or anything like that. The other thing on here that may or may not be an issue for some people is that there is actually now swearing from Underoath, which is kind of a new thing. Not something the band has really done before, especially considering their earlier years. They consider themselves to be a Christian band, and it was kind of representative in their lyrics often. And just to hear that is interesting to me, that they've kind of just said, you know, they're not going back to anything in the past. This is a new era for Underoath, and it's, you know, not a complete change in sound or anything like that, but it feels like there's this newfound energy that they've kind of capitalized on with their comeback tour, and now we're getting new music and finally a new album from the band on Fearless Records. So it's going to be interesting to hear more from them, to hear what the rest of this album kind of sounds like, this kind of gauge the direction that they're going, because it's not enough from one song to really, especially from a band as diverse as Underoath, where you have these straightforward hardcore songs, and then the more chaotic math riffs, and then you have the more sludgier, thought out kind of post-rock almost songs all throughout. So their discography has a lot of different kind of genres to pull from, so it's not enough to really gauge anything from this one song. That said, I do like it. I'm so happy to hear them to be back. This is everything we really could have wanted from the band, and I absolutely look forward to hearing this album, and I absolutely can't wait for their new album Erase Me to drop. So let me know what you think about the new Underoath song, On My Teeth. Did you like it? Do you like the kind of sound that they're going for? What did you have any issues with it? Do you agree with my kind of criticisms of the song? Are you excited to hear them back? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more.